Let's talk about hot cross buns on the clarinet. First of all, let's be sure you have everything put together correctly. You've got the 6 holes lined up in the front here. If you look under these 4 keys, you can see the bridge key lined up under here. Those 2 pieces should be lined up. You've got your reed lined up with this big long thumb key back here, okay? And you've got your reed lined up well across the top of the mouthpiece. If there's a gap between the top of the mouthpiece and the reed, that won't work. So you might need to adjust that. Okay, I'm sitting back a little bit so that you can see how I'm sitting when I play, and that will help you too. Okay, first of all, I want to say that if you're having trouble with some of the notes with more fingers, start with G, no fingers down. Be sure you can get a good sound on that. Hold it correctly. Right thumb goes under this thumb rest here. And I'm not using any other fingers. However, I've said this in class. You could put your right hand fingers down for G if that helps you hold it. My clarinet is kind of near my knees, okay? Not here and not here, but it is kind of right about here, okay? Also, my chin is up and I'm looking forward, okay? Do not do this when you play. That does not work as well, okay? Actually at all. You want to have your head up so you can see your music. The clarinet is made to be played at this angle with your face looking forward. After you have a good sound on that one, add your thumb, then your first finger. Cover the holes completely, okay? Add one more finger. Add one more finger. And if you're having trouble with any of those, go back to no fingers and add your thumb, add one finger, making sure that the holes are completely closed with your fingers. Let me get a little bit closer. You want your fingers to be flat on the instrument, okay? Do not let your fingers do this, because as you can see right here, that's not getting completely covered, okay? If my fingers are flat this way, okay, let me turn it a little bit. You can see my fingers are flat. My hand is gonna be like this, then you're gonna have a better chance of covering those holes. Okay, here's what I'm telling everybody. I do not want you to learn this song or any song based on me just telling you what it is. I want you to be able to read the notes on the page, know what the letter name is, and know what the fingering is. So, what is the first note of hot cross buns? It is E. Number 17, the first note is E. If you're having trouble remembering that, look to the top of the page, and the note in the middle, in the notes and review box, that middle note is E. You see it's on the bottom line, and the 2 black circles are for your thumb and your first finger. Play that note. Now, what is the second note? We are going down 1, so we go backwards through the alphabet because we're going down. That is D. I add 1 finger. And then I go down 1 more note. The note with the line through it, that's called a leisure line. That note is C. I'm gonna have my 3rd finger down as well. Okay, those are my 3 notes. Now, before we put those together, I want to practice a little bit of tonguing, okay? What that means is you are going to use your tongue to start each sound, okay? Remember, we did this in class. I'm going to blow air only. Hopefully you can hear that. Then my tongue is barely going to touch the tip of the reed, and you're going to hear me go. One breath, and my air is going without stopping, but my tongue is going. Okay? Do not do this. And do 3 breaths. It should be 1 breath, and your tongue is doing this. This means that what my tongue is doing inside, and it is just barely touching the reed. That is a very important thing, okay? And I know it might be weird, but I want you to give it a try, okay? So let's play 3 E's first. And practice touching your tongue to the reed. Go back if you need a little bit more practice with that. But now we're going to go ahead and move on and add the next 2 notes with the next 2 fingers. Let's do that again. Very good. If you've got that, let's go on. Otherwise, back it up a little bit and practice that again. Okay? Look ahead in your book. Do you see how we do the same thing again? The same 3 notes. Okay? Let's put that together. On the half rest in measure 2, we are going to breathe. Take a breath. I'm going to keep the clarinet here on my lip and my teeth, and I'm going to keep it there while I breathe, like that. And then I'll be able to play the next part. Here we go. Okay, so there's the first part. Again, go back and practice that. If you need to practice changing from the top note down to the bottom note. Okay, going on, measure 5. This is the measure that has quarter notes, and it has 4 C's. I'm going to leave my fingers down after I got through playing E, D, C, and then E, D, C again. I'm going to leave my fingers down. So I can play those 4 notes. Again, that's 1 breath. And my tongue is touching the reed. Do not go hoo, 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 hoo. That's a lot of work, okay? And it doesn't sound as good. Keep the air going. Touch your tip of the tongue to the tip of the reed. What is in the next measure? We're going up 1 note from C, that would be D. We're going to simply raise 1 finger. Let's put that together. 4 C's and then 4 D's. Okay? Look at the last part. We have E, D, and C just like the beginning. Okay? If you're ready, let's go ahead and try the whole song. If not, go back and practice a little bit. Okay? From the beginning. Actually, before we play it, here's a way that I like to practice. We're going to say the letters, and we're going to do fingers at the same time. So do that with me. Start with E. Go. E, D, C, rest. E, D, C, rest. C, 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 D, 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 E, D, C. Okay, practice saying it. Practice moving your fingers at the same time. Okay, let's play. Ready? Couple thoughts. First of all, your right thumb might be a little bit tired. That's okay. You're using it the way you're supposed to, okay? Having your thumb here, it's going to get a little bit tired, but it'll get stronger, I promise, okay? Do not let the clarinet sit on these 4 keys like this. Okay, do you see what I'm doing? These keys play notes. These are not meant to hold the instrument like this, okay? If you do that, in a few months, you're gonna notice this bottom one is bent, okay? It won't bend after one day, but after day after day after day of you playing the clarinet with your hand right here, then it will bend that key. Also, in a few months, we're gonna start using these keys down here. And if your hand is in the wrong position, it's not gonna be easy to push those keys down, okay? The clarinet is held up with your thumb here, all right? And then you play with your fingers. Your thumb will get stronger, I promise, okay? All right, practice that. I look forward to hearing you next time.